Did you discuss getting the call from the Falcons, Zion, today? Are you in
So
Tennessee or Athens?
I'm in Tennessee right now.
Okay. What was it like getting the call from them?
Man, it was I still can't even put it into words, man. I'm so blessed just to stay in Georgia and man, I'm ready to get started, honestly.
And the combine, did you meet with them there? And did you come to the local days to get to know them better there?
Yes, sir. I think I met with them at the combine a little bit, but local day is really where I really got to meet with Coach Morris, as well as the GM. And I feel like that's where our meeting really went well there. And I think that's what elected him to pick me with that pick.
Yeah, we were just talking to him. He talked about rushing off the edge and the perimeter and coming for different places. And how does your game fit into a rotation like that where he's gonna be asking people to do a lot of different things along that defensive front?
Honestly, just being in Georgia, man, like you have to be able to be adaptable. Your ability, your dependability is better than your ability. So being able to play two or three different positions, I learned that at Georgia, man. I'm gonna take it into the league with me and just ready to do whatever the team needs me to do to win.
Yeah, how tough was it waiting your turn to get on the field there? A lot of guys went before you into the league, but you had to stick it out and before you got your chances, it looks like.
I mean, it was very tough as a younger guy, but when I finally understood the aspect of being a team and trying to build a great room so we can all win in our own different ways. After I put it in that kind of perspective, man, everything just kind of turned in my favor, and that's what Coach Smart he builds at Georgia. It's not just one player winning; it's a whole team collective.
Thank you.
Diane, you mentioned the meetings you had at the local day. What can you describe kind of how those conversations went and maybe what gave you a good feeling about how they transpired?
Just sitting down and talking with Coach, the D-line coach, as well as Coach Morris and the GM. Man, my meeting with Coach Morris and the GM as well. It was kind of a walk and talk, so it was kind of a different interview style. We were transitioning from meeting to meeting, and it was kind of just like we always known each other. It didn't feel like I was meeting new people. Like we were just talking like we known each other for years, and I felt it was very genuine. So I was just waiting on the call, honestly.
What kind of things you talked about? Do you remember?
We were just talking about everything. It was like, where do I see myself? I asked them whether they see me in the defense. Just asking about some success, asked about the success we had at Georgia, what it took to get there. How did I see Coach? How did I view Coach Smart? How did I view coaching? A lot of different things.
How often did you make the trip out from UGA to Atlanta, and what are you looking forward to in being in the city?
Can you ask that one more time?
How much time have you, spent in Atlanta? How many, trips did you make out from UGA, and what are you looking forward to in being in and out?
I was a person I really didn't come to Atlanta a lot. If I came for like big events, like we had somebody's birthday party, we went out, things of that nature. I was probably in Lenox a couple times shopping, but I stayed in Athens a lot of the time. I'm more like more of an introvert. I love to be in the house, be in my own little bubble, play my game, and just enjoy my time away from ball.
Sure. Diane, and did you have many other similar conversations with other teams, coaches or GMs, or anything like that?
A couple teams. Actually, one team texted me Thursday morning as I landed from Detroit. I came back from an NFLPA event. They were saying that they were gonna come get me, this, that, and the third. I had some great meetings with them, but it just didn't turn out that way. I'm glad to be a I'm grateful to be an Atlanta Falcon now. So all those really don't even matter now.
It's interesting, you're not the first person that we talked today who's made reference to the conversations being authentic or genuine. Were they any different than conversations you had with other teams, would you say in any way?
It just felt like you've known them for a while, man. Like you just met, like, I just met Coach Morris, and it just felt like I had known him for years. Just the way how transparent he is, how opening he is, how welcoming. Man, like he genuinely wants to know how he can make his team better from the players, not just as a coach's aspect. So I think that's the biggest. I think that's what gives him a huge nod.
Anything else?
You prefer to be inside as a tackle or outside as an end?
I played both, so I feel pretty comfortable, but I definitely like to have my hand in the ground at a 3 tech.
And how are you on your stunts and so forth?
My who?
Stunts. That's what we
My
used to call it.
stunts?
Yeah.
The stunts. I'm very well connected with stunts. You know, that's all we did at Georgia. We did a whole lot of twists and turns, trying to get people trying to get their center point off kilter, and I think that's what made us be successful a lot of the time.
Did you get that hat at the local day, or do you have a hat for every team, or what's going on there?
I had a hat for, I think it was 16 teams, the teams that I talked to the most. So and this was the one that just so happened to be the one to call.
All right. So you got to get rid of some hats, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
You have a hat still?
yeah. Gotta find some family members with some favorite teams and give them away.
That's not a cheap investment that you made there.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else? All right.
Thank you, Zion.
All right,
Thanks, Zion.
There you go.